You've connected with an investor, and thanks to a great 3-minute pitch, your 2-pager, or a short pitch deck, you've got that all-important 30 or 60-minute follow-up meeting. It's time to wow that investor. But how do you prepare for such a meeting? What are they expecting? In this video, we're going to help you get ready to make the best impact possible in your investor meeting. Check their LinkedIn profile and their website. What investments have they made recently? What kinds of articles do they post? What seem to be the trends and the topics that they are focused on? Tune into their world instead of only focusing on what you want to tell. This can help you fine-tune your pitch and the language you use during the meeting. As an example, one investor I know publishes a blog every week. If you meet him, it's probably best to read it and refer to some of the advice he gives in those blogs. He'll probably find it a bit weird if you meet with him and don't even know he writes it. The temptation is to broadcast all the details you couldn't tell in your short deck or 3-minute pitch. But hold on, even though you've done your research, you still don't know exactly what's on their mind. The danger is that if you launch into it, you might waste a lot of time and attention on issues they're not so interested in. Therefore, I recommend prepare a very complete presentation, but start with a short pitch of 2 or 3 minutes. Remind them, who are you? What do you do? What's the problem you're solving? What's the product? If you have traction, then mention that. And one thing about the team. Do all of this in a maximum of 3 minutes, just a couple of sentences on each topic. Then turn things over to the investor. Ask, what's on your mind? What would you like to know more about? Is it the product? Is it the market? Our team? Or maybe our progress? I've done this myself and advise many startups to do the same. And here's what happens. One investor, when asked what's on your mind, answered, "Tell me more about the problem you're solving. Now, how big is that problem?" She spent a lot of time asking whether we'd validated that people will really pay to solve the problem. And she asked some questions about our progress and about our team. And during the whole 30-minute meeting, she didn't ask a single thing about the product. Another investor is different. He answers, "Well, can you tell me more about that AI that you mentioned you use?" Turns out that this investor is a product nerd and wanted to know all the details. We spoke for about 80% of the meeting about the product. These are just 2 examples, and I hear very different things about different investors. Some are only interested in the numbers, the cost of acquisition, customer churn, lifetime customer value, and so on, especially in later stage startups. Others are really interested in the team, or they want to know about competition. So finding out what's on their mind before launching into all kinds of details really helps to keep focused on their interests and gives you a better chance of a bond with them as people. In short, don't feel the obligation to tell them all those details. Find out what's on their mind after giving them a short, sharp pitch, and then you can start responding to their questions and tuning in to the things that they actually care about.